Testing, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Nobody can hear me. Oh, yep, you can hear me. Sorry, I downloaded a new version of OBS. So I said hi to all of you. Um, you can see some differences in my programming here. See, check this out. See how into the future I am. Uh-oh. All right, anyway. Hey, yeah, Torian, what's up? Yes. I saw that you asked that like a month ago, and I don't know. I didn't even see that. But yeah, I'm glad you're a mod. You know. So, were you able to hear me when I put it on intermission mode? I'm curious. But yeah, I said hi to all of you. Florino, please tell me you did not sell your Bitcoin, please, please. Full-time streamer now. I mean, man, I'm making a morning video. I'm doing something. Oh, the sound went off. Okay, good to know. Good to know. I was trying to talk during the intermission mode, but anyway, I am not intermissioning. Yeah, I'm sure there's a way I can change that so that you can still hear me when I'm on intermission mode. I think I just need to add an audio input or output, whatever it is. So one thing that I said that let me think. Let me get my thoughts together. All right. If last month we didn't hit $480 a share and this was all new to us, we would be losing our minds right now with GameStop. The fact that it got from $40 to $124 a share within a few days, a few trading days. It's like this would be much bigger news than it is right now, but it's like, oh, 123, yawn. So who knows, man? I said in my video this morning that I think we're in for some stuff. Um, it's really surprising to me. It really blows me away that we hit. We did all the things that happened last month, and then it went down to $40. My thought was that it was going to stay at $40 or maybe even lower for a while. I mean, I don't even know how long, but I thought it was going to be for months on end. I thought it was over, but here we go. We're at 124. We topped out at 130 today, and it's like this thing's doing stuff that isn't typical of, if it was over, it shouldn't be doing this. But here we are. We're doing it. So I probably said this when you couldn't hear me, but I am taking my daughter to ballet in 13 minutes, and that's going to take about 15 minutes of time. So March 19th. I'll get to that in a second, Torian. All right, so where was I going with that? Oh yeah, I'm going to be gone for about 15 minutes. I'll just leave this running, and just know when I take my daughter to ballet that I will be back, and we'll chat it up. It'll be after hours when I get back, and we'll see. Maybe there's going to be some craziness after hours. So, Torian, did I see the endgame DD? I did not. They're saying that Witching Day is March 19th. I don't know what Witching Day is, but let's see if I can find that. I'll look up due diligence. All right, Conan. Been watching the level 2 data most of the day. GME been incredibly bullish for most of it. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, got below 100 at one point earlier today, but it's just been slowly but surely climbing. I mean, man, 20%, a 20% day. It's like, this is interesting. Actual new DD on GME that has nothing to do with shorts or squeezing. Let's see, any TLDR here. I'll take a look at that some other time. Link above. I don't see a link. I don't know if I can see links, Torian. I don't see if I can post links or if anyone can post links in the chat. Let's see. Let me take a look at this one. Alright, TLDR. Insanely high amounts of mostly naked or badly hedged call options are exercised because hedge funds are trying to close their short positions. There are several million shares huge without driving up the price through creating a buyer overhang, or in other words, the hedge funds are handing over the bag to the Chicago option makers, which now have to deliver million of exercised call options at huge price range that they never thought of actually being exercised in those quantities. You know, whoever posted this, you can... yes, please, Torin, please post in the Discord server. You can actually use sentences if you want, but, you know, you do you, dear Hoj. All right, I'm going to go over to the Discord server so I can see Torian's link. If you haven't yet, join up on in the Discord server. Let's do it. Posted it in the GameStop GME. Yeah, sweet. Let's see. There we go. All right, Endgame DD. 28.8K. I'll upload that. How last week's actions all come together to one specific date. All the data analyzed. Even though all of this is based on data we have found and that we have come cross-referenced with multiple members, please know that everything stated here are nothing more than personal opinions. Man, grammar today. But anyway, you should, under no circumstances, invest only because we have come to certain conclusions. We personally invest our DD, and information we have found has led us to believe in the stock. We like the stock. I do too. But everyone should make their own choices when it comes to investing and do their own research. As for the date, we believe everything may happen on or near this day, but it's also very likely that the hedge funds will try to kick the can down the road, as we have seen time and time again. And we realize that by publishing it here online in a public forum, they can see it as well. So if it doesn't happen on this date, don't worry. The date has nothing more than an indication where we believe the data has led us to. It is by no means meant to be used as a prediction. It is merely what we believe with all the publicly available data is one of the most likely indications of date. Always invest responsibly, blah, 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 blah. I don't even know how to start this. First of all, I want to add a really important disclaimer. The following research presented is solely based on research numbers and data available to the public. I tried to take every single factor out there into account. All right, more stuff. We have to start somewhere. Let's start at some recent events. The first one, the crazy price run-up in preparation of an options chain on February 24th. What exactly happened? Rabbit Hole Part 1. To know what happened It is really important to know that GameStop was on the short sale restriction list that day. But how did GME get on the SSR in the first place? This is where it's beginning to sound like a conspiracy theory or a master plan made up by other hedge funds in order to bait out Citadel Melvin. On February 23rd, GameStop opened at $44.97. Within the first few seconds, it reached its high of $46.23. Also reached its day low at 9:50 a.m. So within 20 minutes after the market opened, GME reached its high and its low for the whole day. Interesting. There it is. Nothing special. Right, wrong. The price drop to exactly 40 was created artificially by someone shorting 100,000 shares right at opening. There we go. All right. They set off a calculated sell, closed their short position instantly after hitting the $40 mark, buying back shares to cover their position. In addition to buying back, brought the price back exactly to $44.97 for a second. Notice anything? That is exactly the opening price. And it was like nothing happened to the stock, but something did happen, something really important. The quick sell-off in shorting brought the price down by 10%. That got GME on the SSR for the next day. All right. Conclusion, someone got the price down by 10% within a couple minutes, but the same someone got it instantly back up after that, making it seem that their solely goal was to get GME on the SSR for the next day while trying to avoid a panic sell-off by dropping the price too low. And that's really important now. Rabbit hole part 2. I found out that someone with large amounts of money set up the GME stock for a gamma squeeze. How may you ask? I'm going to quote my own post here. We have a few hints that institutions jumped in. A lot of buy orders were 3 to 4 decimals being made, driving the price up. Someone prepared call chains to set up GME for a gamma squeeze, possibly a short squeeze. Hedgies shorted GME 200,000 shares. All right, yeah, I remember this. The price that would start the call chain was $50. The $50 mark battle had insane volume. Another hedge fund shorted GME twice, and UI battled around that price. The volume died down to 10 to 20% of what it was around that mark. For me, it looks like they just tested each other to see how far the other party will go in order to reach their goal, and are now waiting for what I wrote above. All right, hedgies versus unknown institutions. UI set everything up for a gamma squeeze and needed to close above $50. Hedge funds know and don't want that to happen and keep shorting it to keep it below $50. Both sides waiting for the other one to do something. Battle will start shortly before the market closes. Just a theory, no advice, hoping for a banana. All right, I have to leave in 4 minutes, so I'm going to keep moving here. Does not matter for us if we close below $50. Further hints supporting my theory. They just borrowed 1 million additional shares to short. They are preparing. All right, rabbit hole part 3 fails to deliver. Rabbit hole part 4, end game. Here we go. AI prediction was done with all the data available at that point in time. Market watch, naked short activity. All right, here it is. Naked short activity on February 24th and 25th. That's 33 to 51 million. Sullivan Torian linked to this in the Discord already. So 33 to 51 more million purchases by, you guessed it, Friday, March 19th. From February 25th's naked shorting alone, and 12 million from the 24th to be purchased 1 day prior because of the exemption for market makers. Market makers such as Citadel have special exemptions from the rules. They are allowed to carry a naked short for up to 21 days before they have to borrow a share. When the share is not borrowed in the allotted time and a buy-in does not occur, and they really do, the naked short becomes a fail to deliver. All right, TLDR, March 19th is a quad witching day. ETF start to buy shares. Shorts have to cover, and both monthly and weekly options come to fruition. All right, so XRT, yep. GameStop has more than $10,800 calls for March 19th. Interesting. Quadruple witching day, there we go. I'll take a look at that later because I have to leave in 2 minutes. and I'll be back after that. All right, my conclusion, the squeeze is inevitable. It got delayed many times, but no matter what data you look at, the outcome is always the same. Everything points to this specific date. Also, other hedge funds smell blood. They can take out some of their biggest competitors as well as making billions and billions of dollars in the process. There couldn't be a bigger win-win situation for them than this one. I think the squeeze is starting a few days, maybe even a week prior to March 19th. I think that it'll start March 15th and build up all the way to March 19th where the real rocket takes off. How long is it going to last? I don't know. No one does, but I think it's going to last for at least 1 week. Of course, it's going to get more and more expensive to buy in over time, so you don't want to miss out. As always, buy and hodl while you're reading this exact sentence. I'm going offline for a few days. I won't be posting anything new except if I make a huge discovery that will change everything. I'm going to spend time with my family now. I am preparing for my dog. I'm catching up on working and enjoying life. I will try to read comments and incoming messages though. I love you all. Keep your heads up, diamond hands. We will meet again. TLDR, I like the stock. Pixel out. All right. So let's see what GameStop does after hours. I mean, that was exciting. It got up to 130, but now it's kind of settling back down. And I will be back. Conan, yeah, next level Matrix DD. Are you ready? All right. 1 minute. What up? Oh man, come on. There we go. Closed at 119.47. I'm gonna exit Weeble. It's a little too hard to see there. And down a little bit after hours, but man, what a great day. Up 17.43%. Topped out at around 130. Man, I am tempted to buy some calls, man. Some March 19th calls. I'm just going to see here. I mean, I know they're super expensive, which is kind of a bummer. But if I were to buy a March 19th at the money call, oh, you know, $4,400 or so. That is, whew. I might do it. Man, even an $800 call for that week would cost me $573. So, man, I mean that's borderline gambling. Not gonna lie, but it does seem like some action is happening here, which I love to see. So here we go, 119. Torian posted this in the Discord. Definitely recommend checking it out. I'll take more of a deep dive at it. But Endgame DD, how last week's actions all come together to one specific date, that date being March 19th, and all the data analyzed. Oh, so that's on our GME. Interesting, because I've seen this person post on Wall Street Bets. Either way, it's all good. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go to the GameStop subreddit. Just want to get a pulse for things. All right, hanging around. I will continue to check the price of Bitcoin, no offense. But, all right. Let's see, total coincidence. Prior to the second spike, this community hovered at 90 to 100K for several weeks. And it was one of those positive, informative subs. Okay, this is about... all right, I'm not going to read that. I know what that's about. People saying you're an idiot for not selling at $1,000, and man, they are pretty wild on the GameStop subreddit. I mean, they're saying like, I'm not selling at $100,000, and it's like, okay, all right. Daily discussion. What is this? I've never seen it like this. But all right, closing price doesn't mean anything. What we do have for today's high, though, is $110, very healthy in the money. Triggering the short squeeze requires as big a gamma squeeze as we can get, and every call in the money will help come Friday. All right, yes sir. Let's see. I'll click on. Nah. All right, checking. I'll check the rising posts on our GME. Breaking. Oh, memes. GME surges. Jim Cramer poops pants. That's funny. Which one of you lads keeps buying 69 shares at a time? I've seen it 20 plus time in the last 2 minutes. Yeah, those losers. And here I am with 69 shares exactly of GameStop. So hedge fund tiers. The spike from 115 to 132 is exactly why you shouldn't day trade GME. The movements of this bullish stock are unexpected. Best time to buy GME was last week. Second best time to buy GME is now. Diamond hands. All right. Okay, there isn't much in GameStop. I did hop on this live stream as we were on our way to 130, or well, really on the way back down from 130. And so I just wanted to be here with you all if anything wild happened. I am expecting that not much craziness will happen after hours here. And so I think I'm going to hop off and buy my wife something that I wanted to get her for Valentine's Day but didn't get because of all the snow. I'm speaking quietly because she's in the next room. So, thank you, all of you, for joining in. I have a feeling that we will be having some wonderful live streams coming up. So, in the meantime, stay safe out there. Make wise decisions with your money. And we will be hopping on this rocket to the moon soon enough. Peace out. Much love to you all. See you, Torian. See you, Kevin Jones.